Okay, welcome to IES. I'm just going to go through a number of steps in this first tutorial. For convenience, I've highlighted the cursor to help indicate where the tutorial will be speaking about. So to begin with, I'm going to go to Tools, Building Template Manager. In here we can control different templates throughout the project, going from general through construction, microflow, thermal, light pro, and radiance. In general, we've access to add some in, or we can access directly Profile Database Manager. I'll speak about profiles now in a second. So in thermal, if we click on thermal, we've got access to building regulations, room conditions, system, internal gains, and air exchanges. So for example, in room conditions, the heating is set on continuously at a set point of 19 degrees C. Cooling is on continuously with a set point of 23 degrees C. So if we wanted to change this, for example, we'd need to set up a profile if we wanted to have particular hours, for example. So it's, at the moment in this, the profiles are on continuously or off continuously. Internal gains, we can add these. By clicking on add, we can see there's fluorescent lighting and people. None of these are checked now, so they're not in the template, but we can add them. With people, in this example, I'm going to build an office building. I want to add in people, but I want to be able to change the profile to when the building has been used, rather than on or off continuously. So, firstly, I'll cancel out of this. I want to set up a profile. So go back into General, and then click on this tab to access project profiles. So firstly, we have to build a daily profile and then a weekly, because you can only set or assign weekly or yearly profiles. So this is under this tab. We're going to select daily first, and then we're going to create a weekly. So on daily, we click on new. For this example, I'm going to create for people. So office, people. This is for when the people arrive and work. We can click on the first one here and insert. Now I'm going to insert 4 additional areas. I'm going to assume work is starting at 8 AM. I'm putting in 2 8 AMs. I'll explain why now. And 2 1800s, so it's 6 o'clock. So the working day is 8 to 6. In the first, the profile is off with a 0 and is on fully with a unit of 1. So if I change the second 8 o'clock to 1, you can see on this profile that it's 0, jumping up to 100% basically, on, and then back down to 0. In the first 1800, I have to change that to 1. Now you can see top hat approach. So nobody is in the building until 8 o'clock, then it's fully occupied. It's fully occupied until the end of the day, and then everybody leaves and it's unoccupied. This is very crude, but very simple example. So 0, 100 to 800, it's nobody. 800 suddenly full to 6, empty, and empty through to midnight. So I'm going to save this. The next profile I'm going to set is one that I want to assign to Windows. So I create new, and I'll call it new window. In new window, I'm going to use a formula this time. So if I click in here and I hit on formula, formulas now can have different variants. I'm going to be using room temperature to drive the profile of the window. So, and this room temperature is greater than, we can change that if you want to less than, but if room temperature is greater than, in this example I'll set it to 25 degrees. Subject to a proportional band of width. Now these are in the same units that we have over here, so in this case degrees C. The bandwidth means at the moment with a set of 0, the window will be 100% open at 25 degrees. Whereas if we put in a bandwidth of 5, the window will start to open at 25 degrees, and when it reaches 25 plus 5, which is 30, it'll be 100% open. So slowly increasing its opening. I'm going to check this formula and the equation is valid, is given. I say OK, and I click OK. Now it is in at 0-100 hours. I'm going to double click on it and copy and paste it into the one below. Double click, paste. Now I'm assigning this throughout the day. So this template is set that the windows will start to open at 25 degrees and be 100% open at 30 degrees. I'm going to save this. Now we have to assign these to weekly. So weekly profiles. On contingency, off contingency, and constant. So we have to create new ones down here. Creating a new profile. So new weekly profile, I'm going to call this one weekly people. So just tidy this up. This checkbox here indicates that if I add a profile to these days, it'll assign the same for each day. I only want the people to be in Mondays through to Friday, so I uncheck this, and now I want to assign the office people to these. I do this by clicking here on one and double clicking on office people, and repeat the process. Click, double click, click, double click, click, double click, click, double click. Now we see that the Monday through to Friday is office people, daily setting in our new weekly people. Scroll down to show you the other days, so Saturday and Sunday and holidays, it's off continuously, so there's nobody in the building. I save this, and I repeat the process now. I'm going to create a new weekly profile. This one is new window. So again, I want the temperature profile only to happen on the days that it's occupied. On the weekends, the profile turns off. You may want to leave it on, but security can be a reason to not do this. Also, my profile I've set is 24 hours, so again, security may be an issue. But for this example, I'm going to uncheck this and apply it only to Monday to Friday. So I do this again by clicking on Monday, and then new window, double click. Tuesday, double click. Wednesday, and continue to do it. Now you can see Monday to Friday has new window assigned for new window profile, and I save. Save again, say OK, and close with the X. So back into thermal, I'm going to assign it to internal gains. In internal gains, I'm going to add an internal gain, and on this people. To do this now, I'm going to change it from meter square for people to actual people for the room. This is an option. At the minute it's set to 10, I'm going to change this to 15. The variation profile is set to on contingency. I want to change this to weekly people, and I have to add it into the template here by clicking the checkbox. I say OK. Now you can see it's in our template. We can go back in to look at it, add edit. Now you can see the check is changed to a T, which means it's currently in the template. Say OK. Air exchanges. In here we can add air exchanges. Add. This one's set up already as infiltration at 0.25 air changes per hour on continuously. External air is the adjacent condition. This is what we want. It's set to on continuously, which it would be, and I'm going to just check it. So now it has come in to project. I say OK. That's all I'm going to do at the moment with the building template manager, and I just say save and OK.